All right, hello. This is going to be a quick example of how to use the slide and divide method. So that is used when you want to factor a trinomial. So this is a trinomial that has three terms, and we want to look at this and see how we can factor this. First thing you want to do is look for a greatest common factor, because that's going to make everything easier. But in this case, there is no greatest common factor. So that's what brings us to use the slide and divide method. So the first step in slide and divide is to take your C, which is 3, and multiply by your A. This is the slide part. So 3 times 6, that's 18. All right, typically we would always look for factors of this last number, but now using slide and divide, we don't look for factors of 3, we look for factors of 18 instead. So if I want to write out the factors of 18, that is 1 and 18, 2 and 9, and 3 and 6. Okay, and we're looking for the set of factors here that are going to sum to the middle term, so that are going to sum to 11. So if you look here, 2 and 9 are the factors that are going to add to 11. So those are the two numbers we need to use. All right, so now we're going to set up our factors. We're going to write our factors out like this, and then we're going to use these two numbers, so 2 and 9. So we're going to have a positive 2 and a positive 9. Now that is not correct. That is not a correct factored form of what we started with, right? Because 2 times 9 is 18, not 3. So this is where we use the divide step. So we did slide, now we're going to divide. And what do we need to divide by? We divide by A. So we take this 6 and we divide it underneath both of our factors like that. All right, so we did slide, we did divide. All right, and now we need to simplify the fractions completely. It is very important that you completely simplify the fractions, or else you will get an incorrect answer. So we need to completely simplify 2 6. Well, that simplifies to 1/3. And we need to completely simplify 9 6. Well, that simplifies to 3 halves. All right. And then, so we slide, we divide, we simplified the fractions, and now we need to go bottoms up. And what does bottoms up mean? Bottoms up means if there's a bottom to this fraction, or if there's a denominator in this fraction, you need to bring it up to the top. So I need to take this 3, and in each factor, so take this 3, move it up here, and take this 2 and move it up here. So now we have a 3x plus 1, and over here we move the 2 up, so we have a 2x plus 3. That would be our final answer. If we want to do a little check here, we would use what we call the box method to multiply these together to make sure that we're going to get back to our original. So we went one way, we went from standard form to factored form, and now we're going to go from factored form back to standard form to make sure it matches. So we do our little box here. We write our factor on the top, 3x plus 1. We write our factor on the left side, 2x plus 3. And then we multiply to fill in these boxes. So 3x times 2x, that's 6x squared. 1 times 2x, that's 2x. 3x times 3, that's 9x. And 3 times 1 is 3. All right, and then we would combine all these terms, like terms together. So we combine the 9 and the 2 together to get 11x. And we don't have anything to combine the 3 with. And then that indeed matches what I started with, so that would be a correct, that'd be correctly factored. You will notice here that the numbers you get in these boxes when you check, the 2 and the 9, they should be the factors that you found when you looked for the factors of 18, which match those 2 and 9. And that's kind of why we do that. But that's it for that example. That's how you use slide and divide bottoms up.